Hi guys, my name is Forever Formula and welcome to my Chinese Grand Prix preview video. The Chinese Grand Prix weekend commences with free practice 1 tomorrow, and I'll be talking about the history of the track, the history of the victors at the Chinese Grand Prix circuit and the favourites for the race on Sunday. The Chinese Grand Prix is the 11th edition this year. It kicked off in 2004. The Shanghai International Circuit is the third race of this year's calendar. Last year it was number 4, as Bahrain took its place as number 3 after Malaysia. It's a very fast flowing circuit, Shanghai. Sector 3 is made up of only 6 corners and a 2-kilometre straight, or the longest straight in Formula 1 history. In 2012, Nico Rosberg took his first win with Mercedes at the Chinese Grand Prix circuit, and that showed the world and the other Formula 1 teams the speed of the Mercedes, and I think over the last few years we've definitely seen that has come into play. Personally, my favourite victor of the Chinese Grand Prix was in 2013 with Fernando Alonso at Ferrari. It's so nice to see not an underdog, but someone who isn't in contention, hasn't won the previous races, to win the race. As an example, from 2011 and 2013 with Sebastian Vettel, he was dominating all the races. When we saw someone come in and take a win from his calendar was absolutely fantastic, and one of the most thrilling seasons so far, in my opinion, is 2012. The opening 7 races being taken by 7 different winners, and Spain being taken by a Williams driver, Williams who hadn't performed in almost a decade, with a driver who he was fairly new into Formula 1 as well, so that was fantastic. I don't think we can get away from the fact that Mercedes will most likely dominate this race. This time last year, I know it was the 4th race last year, but in relation to the 3rd race from last year, Mercedes won in Australia, won in Malaysia, and won, well, they won in China, yes, and there wasn't much competition at that point. But remember, in Malaysia this year we had a win by Sebastian Vettel, his 2nd race for Ferrari. Could we see something like that? Well, that would be fantastic to see on Sunday. On Saturday, the predictions are, well, we've seen Mercedes are very dominant against the clock. Maybe they are to get pole, but it would be great to see a steal from the line. The other team, Williams, they had an amazing season last year with Valtteri Bottas and Felipe Massa. Now, could they come back and play a big part in the season and even win races? Now, that would be fantastic to see. Again, at China, it's a one-sided race. It is a very fast-flowing circuit, probably one of the fastest in the calendar. So Mercedes, could they be on top? Well, we'll have to find out. Free practice 1 starts tomorrow. The plan is for my channel is I'm going to bring you a video on Saturday night after qualifying and before the race, giving you what I saw in P1, P2 and P3 and the qualifying 3 sessions, what will happen, or what I think will happen in the race on the following day, and also on Sunday night, talking about the race, who performed, who didn't perform, my predictions, and ahead of the Bahrain Grand Prix, what to expect there. Before I bring this video to a close, I think I've got to say the one thing that's on everyone's mind is that, will McLaren get to form? Now, Fernando Alonso has definitely said, he said on the Formula 1 website and to the press, he's definitely said that he's going to turn his performance around, try and get the McLarens up to scratch, up to his standards of winning. Obviously, the double back-to-back world champion. He definitely wants a victory or a really good win. To do it in China, again, as I said, win in 2013 with Ferrari. He wants another win, or his first win, for McLaren at the Chinese Grand Prix. And as I say again, it was a very emotional win. For me, it was a great win. For him, it was fantastic to see in 2013. Likewise, Sebastian Vettel for Ferrari. Could he perform? That would be that would be fantastic to see. In Malaysia, you've got to think, just off the top of your head, on paper in a way, what car do you expect to perform at which track? A track that is fast flowing, has got a lot of corners. You know, I wouldn't have thought that Ferrari would excel at Malaysia, even though in 2012, again, one of my favourite races is Fernando Alonso came through and won for Ferrari in a race that was about nearly 4 hours long with the red flag. But as I say, Sebastian, he really turned some heads in Malaysia. Can he turn some heads in China? But I imagine everyone will be behind him, which is strange because in 2013, when he was on the verge of taking his 4th World Championship and he was winning all these races, I don't think many people were behind him, so it'd be great to see. So that's it for this video, guys. As I say again, I'll try and get a video out on Saturday night after qualifying with what happened so far on the weekend and ahead of the race. Thank you very much. As I will say in all my videos, please like this video if you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed watching it. Subscribe, 2 subscriptions, come on guys, we can do better than that. And also as well, I don't know if you've seen, but I've launched hashtag Project 500, 500 likes, as I said in my inaugural video with Formula JT. 500 likes before the British Grand Prix. Actually, that was his idea. I absolutely loved it and I'd really jumped on board. 500 likes for the British Grand Prix, can we get there? That would be fantastic, and it will keep going and going. And can we really grow as a Formula 1 Facebook blog page and a YouTube vlog channel? That would be fantastic. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in a bit, and enjoy the weekend. Thank you very much.